Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The I.S.U.P.K. under Commanding General YAHANNA presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. All Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General YAHANNA. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.
Commanding General YAHANNA here, I.S.U.P.K, the original I.S.U.P.K, 1969, body of Christ. Here's what I want to tell you, man. Now, I want you to think about something for a minute. You've been studying the scriptures. You've been watching us on tape. You've been watching all kinds of camps on tape. And as you've been watching and studying, you realize that it's coming to the point where you got to put this into action. That you need to step out there on the street and handle that work. Now, here's what happens to a ton of brothers. A ton of brothers go out there without coming through the school and learning what they need to learn. And what happens is they run out there and then they run into problems that they don't know about. And they try to get them problems answered online and calling brothers and all that, and it creates a bunch of confusion. And in many cases, it eventually chokes the truth. It look like it ain't gonna choke it now because you feeling strong, your energy's up. Listen to me, man. Listen to me. You understand? I've been doing this 40 plus years. Okay? Ask anybody my name. It's going to all be bad, which it's supposed to be. All right? Christ said when they speak all manner of evil against you, that's when you know you're doing this work. Do yourself a favor. Come to the I.S.U.P.K first. Learn from the original school first. Even if you think it's too militant or too this, too that, don't let anything block you from getting the pure knowledge first, straight from I.S.U.P.K. I'm saying this out of love because I'm seeing too many brothers fall. They're getting up under cats. They're getting with their clique. Bring your clique here and let your clique handle I.S.U.P.K. Because here's the deal. If your clique ain't strong enough to handle I.S.U.P.K., why would you go out on the street and get swallowed up out there? And if you feel like I.S.U.P.K. ain't got it all down, then you should be man enough, you and your crew, to come to us and lay down and break bread and talk about these scriptures. Ain't no harm gonna come to you. Ain't no harm come to a man that disagree with the truth. You ain't trying to harm us, we damn sure ain't trying to harm our own. So come to the I.S.U.P.K, sit down in our classes, learn from us, and then you can make your serious decision on what it is that you're supposed to be. And I guarantee you, you're gonna realize that it was much more than what you saw on that video, man. Much love to all you warriors learning, growing, and getting ready to bust out into this work. I'll see you soon. Shalom, family.
You mean everything to me because I know you mean everything to Christ. And Christ means everything to me.
I called on the Lord. I said, man, that Father, this is real. Will you watch over them? Will you raise them up to be strong? I'm just a man with flesh. This is what you called for in your scriptures. You said they wore studs and fringes, they got it on. You said they don't follow the law, they doing it. You said under your house shot they ought to love one another, and they doing it.
I.S.U.P.K presents Ask Ye the Prophets weekly podcast.
Yeah, Babylon is falling.
Commanding General YAHANNA here, I.S.U.P.K, the original I.S.U.P.K, 1969, body of Christ. Here's what I want to tell you, man. Now, I want you to think about something for a minute. You've been studying the scriptures. You've been watching us on tape. You've been watching all kinds of camps on tape. And as you've been watching and studying, you realize that it's coming to the point where you got to put this into action. That you need to step out there on the street and handle that work. Now, here's what happens to a ton of brothers. A ton of brothers go out there without coming through the school and learning what they need to learn. And what happens is they run out there and then they run into problems that they don't know about. And they try to get them problems answered online and calling brothers and all that, and it creates a bunch of confusion. And in many cases, it eventually chokes the truth. It look like it ain't gonna choke it now because you feeling strong, your energy's up. Listen to me, man. Listen to me. You understand? I've been doing this 40 plus years. Okay? Ask anybody my name. It's gonna all be bad, which it's supposed to be. All right?
That's why I don't know you. I'm not letting nobody sell you crack. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you a black man like me. That's right. And it's worth something.
This is Black Watch with Commanding General YAHANNA, The only man to lead blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans.
God made man on this earth. The white man he made man. God made man. God wants man to obey him.
Bringing you real news.
You don't need a black man in the White House. You need a black man in every black house.
For many years, there's a lot of black people who didn't realize how deep the racism of white America was.
You ain't gonna do nothing unless you decide where you gonna stand at with the Most High.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Righteous solutions to issues plaguing our nation.
Boy, you better wake up and see the power that is within blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians.
Join us every Monday from 9 to 11 p.m. Black Watch. Let the show begin.
Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. Let's get on. We broadcasting the Most High in Christ. Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. Let's get it on. Akim, the water. Stand by for Commanding General YAHANNA. He's on deck. He'll be here shortly. For now, we're here with General Mayak. We have him, General Mayak. Give him a hand. Officer Yediah, Officer Mathumyad, Officer Abad, Officer Mathumyad. Give them a hand. They're rocking it out tonight, man. As usual. Mayak, you know we're in World War III. I know you know that best of all.
Oh yeah.
World War III, man, and these are prophecies coming to pass that the Israelite School of UPK has prophesied since 1969. Those of you brothers that came into the truth and stood firm for the word of God, now your reward is at hand. We're close now to the reward for standing for Jesus Christ in a world so evil, being so righteous. That time for reward is coming, man, and you should all be encouraged by what you're seeing every day. The prophecies of World War III are coming to pass, which means that the prophecies of the return of Christ are next. We're going to talk about that this week, and go over other stories. If you have any questions or comments, please put them in the chat room. Commanding General YAHANNA will answer them. We'll assist you to the best of our ability. General Mayak, did you have anything?
Not at this time, sir.
Let's get it on. Officer Yediah, you're up.
Colonel Wakan. Louisiana cop brags about walking free after nearly killing black man, then gets caught on video groping a woman, and suddenly everything starts to fall apart.
Here we go. Read a little more of the story. Let me catch everyone up. There's a Louisiana cop who bragged about murdering a black man. And this has been going on for so long. Think about in the 1980s when I was a kid, and cops already were famous for brutalizing innocent black people. Think about sheriffs in small towns in the 20s. Think about the 1700s. Think about the slave catchers that would leave the South and go to the North to snatch black people from freedom who had escaped slavery in the South. Black people and Hispanics have always been oppressed by the law enforcement agencies of this country and of Great Britain and of France. And you wonder why God started World War III. You wonder why our justice had to come from heaven. You see, we don't have anyone to defend us on earth. Our oppressors are the president. Our oppressors are the police. Our oppressors sit in the White House, in the Congress. Our oppressors pull the levers of government all over the planet Earth. So we had to turn to God for our justice. Dios nos dará es justicia. Dios nos dará justicia. We had to turn to God for our justice, brother, because God is the only one that will give us justice. Now, what did the Lord do in his infinite mercy? He's going to send Jesus Christ to release us, brother, from slavery. He's going to send Jesus Christ and the angels to release us from the bonds of your oppression. It is glorious in my sight. And what you're seeing now is the hope of your grandmother. Your grandmother lived and died under police oppression, under the oppression of the government that she paid for to help her.
Your grandmother paid taxes and put money into the coffers of rich men to receive service, to receive protection, to receive water and electricity and help. And instead, she was oppressed and bullied. Well, now you're seeing the hope of your grandmother come to pass. Now Jesus Christ is about to return. Your grandmother sung songs about that said, swing low, sweet chariot, coming to carry me home. Your grandmother knew that her help came from heaven, not from man, not from the police, not from the White House, not from the mayor's office. Your grandmother knew that help came from heaven. Now heaven is on its way. Heaven is coming. And that's what you see now in the Middle East. That's what you see now with the beginning of World War III. It's the war to free the chosen people of God from their bondage that they were forced to serve on the four corners of the planet Earth. Barakatah Yahweh Yahushua. General Mayak.
It's amazing when we read this Bible and we read about hell. And our God told us a long time ago. He said all we had to do was obey him and listen to him, and we'd be blessed and live good and live wonderful. But if we didn't obey him, if we worshiped other gods, if we followed these other nations, that only hell would come upon us. Curses would come upon us. And it's such a perfect hell to give a man when he living a life where his protection is the one that's destroying it.
Yeah, man.
When you think about it, that's hell. Like, and only the Most High could create such a perfect hell. You know what I'm saying? He said if we didn't do the right thing, if we didn't follow him, because following him was the best thing to do for our health, for our life, for our blessings, everything. But if we didn't do these things, if we chose to follow other gods and other nations and other laws, if we chose to go outside of our culture, then hell would come upon us, man. These things would come upon us. And I can't think of a worse hell than the people that's supposed to protect you, the only people that's supposed to protect you, because they make it illegal for you sometimes to protect yourself. You get this for yourself, they make it illegal. So they force you to come to them, and then they decide whether they want to help you or take your life. You understand?
It's an amazing thing. Listen, it's a peculiar punishment. That's for damn sure, General Mayak, for a peculiar people, man. The Lord gave us a punishment, and we look at white people and Africans and people in the Middle East, and we wonder, why aren't they paying for worshiping idols? The Arabs worship idols. The white man worship idols. All of these countries and nations, they do the things that God told us not to do. But instead, they grow rich. But we suffer. We suffer for disobeying God because we are a special people unto the Lord our God. And the Most High God absolutely gave us a punishment that is peculiar, and we have got to fulfill it. We've got to let this punishment work. Just think of this. God said that you are his children and he is our father. Well, what does every father want to see to release you from punishment? He wants to see that the punishment has worked to change your behavior. That's what he's looking for. And we have to show it him. We have to show it to him, brother, so that this punishment can end. Well said, General Mayak. Damn right. And Yediah, please keep going.
Colonel Khan, for a while it appeared a Baton Rouge police officer had managed to walk away from a devastating crash that nearly killed a black bicyclist. Another incident quietly buried behind a bloody body cam footage and a department seemingly eager to move on. But it turns out the officer who once bragged about avoiding consequences may have badly miscalculated how.
Is that all right with my sound over? Keep going.
Colonel Khan may have badly miscalculated how quickly one's reckless act can start unraveling everything. The incident earlier involved the Baton Rouge Police Department releasing body cam footage to the local media of an officer driving 83 miles in a 25-mile-per-hour zone. In a 25-mile-per-hour zone, while looking at his phone before striking a black man riding a bike, leaving him with a traumatic brain injury. The video itself was heavily blurred and contained little usable visual detail, making it nearly impossible to clearly see what had taken place.
Let me stop you for time's sake. Mayak, of course, here's a cop who's more criminal than he ever could be cop. And there's so many cops like this. He's driving 85 miles per hour in a zone designated to drive 23 miles per hour, and he's on his phone. You see, he's more criminal than he is cop, which is the problem here, man. The problem here is that our heroes are villains. That's the problem. Our heroes are villains. So now here he is. He's the one you would call if someone was driving 85 miles per hour in a 23 mile per hour zone on their cell phone. You would call him, except he's the one doing it. And that's in essence the entire problem with the planet, this globe that we all sit on. The problem is that los héroes are actually desvalidos. The heroes are, the heroes are actually the asesinos, the villains. The heroes are the murderers. So who do you turn to? What do? You don't want to die from some man hitting you in his car while you're driving a bicycle. You don't want to die simply because you're walking down the street jogging and some white men want to murder you. You don't want to die for sitting on your step and some cop comes up to kill you, but the cop is the one you have to call. So then what do? You do what the blacks and Latinos have done por tanto tiempo, for a long time. You know what we've done? You know what we've like it. You do what we've done for a long time. We turn to heaven, man. We turn to the Lord our God. We change and we repent. And the Most High God sends us heroes, brother. And Jesus Christ is on his way back. And that's what you see right now happening in the Middle East. Please, you die.
Damn right. I think of Katrina, General. I think of Katrina when our brothers and sisters when our sisters were stranded in that water that it's rumored that our oppressor created. The water that flooded Katrina. And so they on boats or floating or wading through the water trying to get some help. And they see help come. The authorities come and help comes. And then, hey, I'm over here. Help me. Help me. You're supposed to help me. And they say, pull out your breasts first. Let us see your body first. And then we'll help you. You know what I'm saying? So like you said, you can repeat the Spanish, but our heroes are actually the villains,
Damn right. You're telling the truth, man. I'll give him my hand. Sir. Yedaya, go ahead. Go on, sir. We can go to the next one, please, Yedaya. Go on, sir. Please, sir.
U.S. Embassy in Oslo hit by explosion.
U.S. Embassy in Oslo?
Come.
The war in the Middle East is really increasing.
Oh, yeah.
The prophecies are coming to pass. I don't know why the world believes that they can decide how the world will end and what will happen in the world when the Lord is the one that decides. He's the one that decides. You die. Get me where the Lord said, put ye in the sickle.
Come.
Y'all read it already?
No, sir. Hold on.
Pull that one scripture for me. This time we are now, boy, the sickle is in. So many black men and black women died in this country needlessly and fought every war. Tens of thousands of us died while protecting this country, while loving this country. At every turn, we gave 110% and turned the tide of their war. Yeah. And what did they do? Propagandize us and treat us like we was garbage. Black men been fighting since the Civil War. You know what I'm saying? Some fought on the side of Britain. And when they lost, when the British lost, the British had to get the blacks out the country who fought on the side of the British because they thought, them brothers and sisters thought it was the right thing to do. All right? Go ahead. Yeah, I'm good. I'm going to switch this to you. Go ahead.
Come, sir.
Thank you, brother.
The book of Revelation, chapter 14 and verse 14. And I looked, and behold, a white cloud, and upon the cloud one sat like unto the Son of Man, having on his head a golden crown, and in his sharp hand, and in his hand a sharp sickle.
Go ahead.
Verse 15. And another angel came out of the temple, crying with a loud voice to
John
him.
is seeing this in the heavens. What's going on? Esau talking about aliens in the fourth dimension, and there's 17 dimensions, and blah, 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 blah. He's trying to find the Lord's throne. Yeah. He's trying to go and find the Lord's throne so he can stop the Lord's program and bring his program in. But he can't handle the weight of the Most High. The Most High is far too powerful for any man on this earth. And so you can't dictate what's going to happen. What's going on in that Middle East right now is an absolute travesty of life. I mean, they dying over there, brother, like wholesale. That little 7 bodies they showed, you understand, the slow walk you out of that battle, brother. It's the numbers are ridiculous. The real numbers are absolutely ridiculous. Go ahead.
Khan. And another angel came out of the temple, crying with a loud voice to him that sat on the cloud, thrust in thy sickle.
Thrust in thy sickle. He sat on this cloud, brother, ready to come down like rain on this earth and put this sickle in to bring nothing but death and hell on this earth. And them angels is loose now. They out there in that Middle East. Oh, man, like you brought out earlier. Oh, that was a heavy scripture. Yeah, them cats done jumped up out that damn hell, and they about to get the crack of that. They've been waiting on this shit.
Oh, my goodness.
They all in the fourth dimension. Planes breaking up. You know what I'm saying? Missiles going in the wrong direction. They wondering what's going on. All that is the Lord bringing the angels in, man, for what is about to be. Now, if you haven't understood it yet, we're in the Third World War.
That's right.
We are dead in the Third World War. Somebody look up E-3B plane. The United States launched 2 E-3B planes in the last several days, and this is an absolute frightening revelation. Go ahead, you die. I'll come back to you.
Come.
Go ahead, look it up, brother. When you get it, let me know. Go ahead.
Come, sir. And reap, for the time is come for thee to reap, for the harvest of the earth is ripe.
Right. The harvest of the earth is ripe. The evil and the wickedness in this world is completely and thoroughly ripe. It's ready. It's ready for now to be transformed. Everything's being revealed. The eating of the babies, the secret government, secret societies, who's really running the world, the real billionaire families, the vile things they've done for decades, hundreds of years. Since the days of horse and buggy, they've been doing these things. And since those days, man, you've been enslaved. You've been in slavery, humbled, bowed down, and forced to just accept the world that's in front of you. Not anymore. The Lord now is about to step into the the breach, and bring hell. Give me a little bit more, you die, and I'll get off it.
Call, sir.
Y'all jump in, please, anytime.
Please,
yes, sir. Call, verse 16. Verse 16. And he sat on the cloud, thrust in his sickle on the earth, and the earth was reaped.
And the earth was reaped, meaning the harvest that is being reaped is the evil things that have grown in this place. That sickle is to cut down all the evil in this place. And when it says it was reaped, it means that everything evil in this place was killed, was cut down. Go ahead.
Khan, sir. Verse 17. And another angel came out of the temple, which is in heaven, he also having a sharp sickle.
Come on.
Verse 18. And another angel came out from the altar, which had power over fire.
Listen, they coming out with them sickles out, busting up out the temple in heaven, ready to kill everything evil. Go ahead.
Khan, and cried with a loud cry to him that had the sharp sickle.
Go ahead.
Saying, thrust in thy sharp sickle.
Come on.
And gather the clusters of the vine of the earth.
Clusters of the vine, meaning like you gather a cluster of grapes. He go take out whole cities. Take out whole nations, groups, ideologies, all that. Go in there and get clusters of them. Because that's this time that the Lord is bringing in now. This is not what you think. This is an evil time that the Lord is going to decide to fully cleanse. And it's beginning right now.
Oh, okay.
It's beginning right now. They bombing the hell out of each other over there. And it's going to expand. I know y'all heard this week how many countries got involved. It seemed like every country is involved. Now that the Kurds are coming into Iran, Turkey is next on the list. They want to go bomb Turkey now. All these countries are being drawn in. Donald Trump looks distressed.
Yes, he does.
Over the madness that's going on in there. And I know they're not working with him with it. You know what I mean? It looking like they're not working properly with the man, and he's not liking it at all. You know what I'm saying? And him and Hexep, they trying to put a good face on it. And so is the other nations. But everybody's catching hell right now. Everybody's catching hell. And over there, you can't even get out the country in Iran. They got thousands of people in the country. You gonna say something?
No, sir.
You got thousands of people in the country that can't get out them countries, man. We brought out last week that it was 300,000 for a flight. Most people don't, if your company don't pay for it, most people don't have that bread. Even the ones making big money, they ain't, and that's even if you can get a ticket. Because this is the time for hell to be brought into the earth. This is the time that the Lord is going to bring vengeance on this earth. And it's going to look like they think. Go ahead, Maya.
I'm going to say that makes sense because they were saying those even though America telling them, get out of there, get on a flight, come on home, get out of there, don't be around. The people is like, well, damn, y'all ain't helping us. Because obviously, like you're saying, 300,000 for a flight or flights that cost, the
Americans are the ones getting the least help.
Good.
And I mean, it ain't really America's fault because the Iranians firing so many rockets in the sky. It's beginning to prove that those planes are hard to fly in that theater. There's so many stuff going over the sky. They trying to fly them planes in there, but so much is coming over them air over that sky. How they gonna land commercial planes on the ground?
Okay.
You know what I mean? You gonna land a 747 on the ground, and y'all come on, get on board.
Right.
Man, you better get a falafel and sit down somewhere.
Right. And then they got to take off again, right?
Then they got to take off again. You right, man. They shooting everything moving. You know what I mean? You listen, half the people probably already done recognize it's best to not even fly.
Yeah.
Because you don't know if the plane gonna be shot. They know it ain't Iranians. So who the hell knows what'll happen? They said acid rain is coming down on all them countries. Come on, you die. I know you heard.
If I may,
break it down.
If I may, General, what you saying is so heavy. I was talking with Nakar the other day. He was telling me that Netanyahu put out there the citizens over there in Israel that they can't promote none of the fire that's coming down on them. You know what I mean, on social media unless they get locked up. Like you said, General, it's acid rain. It's like Nagasaki and Hiroshima over there right now.
And for them to pass a law, like they get like in the middle of the bombing, for you to come together and say we're gonna pass a law. Nobody can talk about this shit that's happening. I mean, you fucked up. You know what I mean? You get together like, don't let nobody know what's happening. Go ahead, Maya.
I saw them stopping the cameras. People was trying to take the video with their phones. They were stopping them, taking their phones, warning them, threatening them.
You know that pisses Americans off. Them Edomites don't like you cutting the press off. You cut the press off, they can't know what's going on. They don't like it at all. Right. They used to knowing everything that's going on. But over there, they done made it illegal, which means it's a total mess. And that both sides are doing evil things to each other. Both sides are firing off and doing evil things and making a total mess over there. 20 million barrels a day. They propped up the stock market today.
I didn't.
The stock market, people were so depressed and they were so worried about what was going on that the stock market dropped 30 points and was on its way down. Donald Trump stepped in. I got to give it to him now. He stepped in true, subtlety of Esau, you know, in that true snake subtlety make you believe this lie, you know what I mean? And he stepped in there like that and talked them into it, and they brought it back 30 points. Them billionaires brought that thing back up, but they losing 20 billion gallons of oil a day. Another 30 days in places like Japan and South Korea will start to begin to collapse. You know what I mean? Yes, Leonard, plenty of them are part of BRICS. Okay, we can get a whole list of the BRICS if you want. I'm gonna do the plane first, then we can get a list of BRICS for Leonard on the countries that was part of the BRICS. And yes, they went in there to stop all the BRICS. They want Israel to rule. This is how they want to bring the planet in. They want Israel to rule. They want Israel's version of God and the holy people to be ruled out of Jerusalem, which in essence is the CIA of America. Then they'll rule from there, put out their God, and everybody on earth will have to follow their God. And then they can start doing all their electronic experiments on your mind and all this stuff you've been hearing out, this MK Ultra bullshit. All of that stuff, they'll be able to start doing that and just control the planet and consider it theirs. Well, let me tell you something. Not this time. Everybody had their time.
Right.
This go round, nobody's getting this time. You know what I mean? The Lord's going to bring death on them. Finish that scripture, and then I'm going to go to the plane real quick if y'all.
Please,
y'all
sir.
please.
Colonel Wakan, sir. What? And gather the clusters of the vine of the earth, for her grapes are fully ripe.
Fully ripe, meaning fully evil. These empires are fully evil. Fully set up with madness and wickedness. Go ahead.
Colonel Wakan, sir, the book of Revelation, chapter 14 and verse 19. And the angel thrust in his sickle into the earth, and gathered the vine of the earth, and cast into the great winepress of the wrath of God.
The winepress of the wrath of the Most High, brother. That is global thermonuclear war.
That's right. That's right, sir.
That's the winepress that's going to crush all this down and bring all these empires to their knees. Go ahead.
Colonel Wakan, sir. Verse 20. And the winepress was trodden without the city, and blood came out of the winepress, even unto the horse bridles, by the space of 1,600 furlongs.
Meaning it went so long. It went so long. That thing flowed so far out that it was what? Furlongs or something.
Yeah.
I don't have the quite measure in front of me.
Yeah,
but it was a good long distance of all this wine, meaning all this death and mourning and hell that's coming down. That's what you're about to see. When they open up and show you this Middle East at the end of this war, you are going to be shocked if you're not over there in it yourself. If you're not over there in it yourself, because they definitely seriously talking about the draft. You got more you die, or you want me to get off?
That was it on that.
Okay. They're definitely talking about the draft. And they're going to use so much. It's good. Like, you haven't seen the evil that's about to get played out in this earth. You understand? That's getting ready to go down all over this earth. But it is biblical prophecy, and it is to happen. Now, we don't know if this is the act. Christ never gave us the time, and rightly so. So we don't know if this is going to run right into the full nuclear blast. But it is definitely on the way. There ain't no real coming back from this here. There ain't no. I thought at one time, you know, Mom, I was like, man, this is a skirmish. This time I ain't too. I'm like, and something else evil. And I heard, big shout out to a bum.
Yeah, right.
Because I heard him bring it out also in your class, and that was that they are targeting the desalination plants over there in the Middle East, which is the end of the world. The desalination plants, if you don't know, are the plants that take the ocean water and they remove the salt. That's why you see desalination. They remove all the salt and the filth out of it and then pump it into the city. The problem is if they shut those things down, those are desert countries. There ain't no way to get the water back. The water will run out in weeks, and the empires will start falling over there. The empires will start falling, and they've closed that area with them, that Straits of Hormuz. And let me tell you something. At 20 billion gallons a day, first of all, let me just quantify it for you. Okay. The United States fought World War I, World War II, Vietnam, Korean conflict. Between all of those conflicts, they did not lose 20 million gallons. In all those conflicts, even the crash of in the 77, where they shut down the oil and all that, all of them combined did not lose 20 billion gallons. They are now losing 20 billion gallons a day. That's how serious it is. That's why that stock market went whoop. And Trump stepped in, did what he had to do, and brought them, and the Edomites came together and brought that thing back up. But they can't keep doing that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because what happens as oil prices go up? Fuel goes up. What happens when fuel goes up? Food goes up. Because food got to be brought in on trucks. Food goes up, hurts your pocket on a globe, on a national level, and then that's when your economy starts to go. That's why I was telling everybody, man, if you can grow food out, I suggest it, because if the gas prices hit $6.50 a gallon, I'd probably be broadcasting from undisclosed. If it hits $6.50 a gallon, get ready, because you're in catastrophic territory.
Okay.
$7, $8, load your gun up. You're gonna need it.
Damn right.
Go ahead,
General. It seemed like, was somebody about to speak?
No, go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
It seemed like the Lord got a spirit. It seemed like the Lord got a spirit on that Polish guy, Netanyahu, the Polish man. He got a spirit on him, like he put a spirit on Pharaoh. Like he can't stop. He can't stop. He blew up like oil plants and energy plants that America say they were surprised he did it, because that ain't, part of what they was expecting. And he just won't stop. He said he ain't gonna stop. He gonna get rid of the replacement for the Khomeini. He gonna get rid of he gonna get rid of everything. He's leading this thing, and America's following. And America said they were surprised when he hit them plants and them energy plants, because that wasn't part of the deal. So it's like the Lord got that spirit on him, where he put on Pharaoh to do exactly what's going to destroy him. I yield, sir.
Listen, go ahead, man.
No, please, sir, please.
I was just gonna say real quick, what you're saying is so heavy, because they said Europe called and said to him, man, do not bomb those oil wells over there. You do that, you're gonna open the door. You're gonna be calling for their death, and you're gonna open the door for them to call for everybody's death. Like, in other words, these Edomites, these other Edomites, they want to bring down Iran, but they don't want to wipe them out, because they know wiping them out means they're going to go for the wipe out as well. And they know they got dirty stuff in their arsenal too. So they trying not to do that. But like you brought out, Netanyahu is on his own page, which could be, the clandestine agencies. They just do whatever the hell they want to do. And they on a mission, and he is like, he been trying to wipe these nations out, man, since the 70s. I mean, since the days he was down there, since the days of Yasser Arafat, and the days they was hijacking them planes. He been on their ass ever since, and now Iran's the last baby, and you telling him to not go up in there and get Iran? Oh, he trying to get there. But will it happen? Even if they drop a nuke on them, it wouldn't even matter, because it's never going to. It'll mean they'll never settle over there. They'll never settle. They'll never be peaceful. And let me tell you something. They're gonna. They said when they bombed, when the Iranians bombed Bahrain, the people in Bahrain came out in the streets and cheered the Iranians. meaning the Iranians bombed their government.
Yikes.
They cheered the cats who bombed their government, which means they don't respect their government.
There you go. That's right.
They don't respect those rich sheiks and those rich oligarchs that run them countries. They don't respect them. So if this goes on long enough, in a minute, you'll start to see those countries break into civil war. They'll be dragging their leaders out into the streets, like it says in Ezra, 2nd Ezra's the 15th chapter. They'll be dragging them into the streets, into more chaos in the earth. You know what I'm saying? So Salaki.
No, that was just if I could. So I was listening to you and General Mayak, and I'm feeling foolish again because I was at a half a tank in my truck, and I said I'm gonna wait till I fill it up because maybe the gas will go back down again. Yeah. Now I'm at a quarter tank. I was still going to wait, but now I'm thinking I might have made a mistake. Just tell me now. Because I'm at a quarter. I was waiting. I said, well, maybe this shit will go back down next week.
I bought an electric car.
Oh, shit.
Brothers came over my house to help me do some work on the house. They said, General, you got an electric car? I said, oh, yeah. That's for the future.
Here we go, Maya.
There we go. Oh, man, you know the General old and crazy. You know what I mean?
There we go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at that gas. It's $6, $7. See, and it ain't the high price you got to worry about. You got to worry about the shortage. See, once it start hitting 6 and 7, now you got the gas lines. Once you get to the gas lines, now you got a problem. Because we can't hardly stop at a red light in front of somebody without somebody going off. Now, if you got to sit in line for 8 hours to fill your tank up, or 6 hours to find out the gas has run out, that the 40 people in front of you have taken all the gas, and you third to the pump, and now the pump is empty. People are going to die. Yeah, I'm sorry to say. Go ahead. That's it.
You're right. If I may, sir, you are truly a prophet of the Most High. I have 2 stories that will back up everything you just said.
Come on, you died.
I have 2 stories, sir. One says oil prices soar past $100 a barrel as war escalates in Iran. And this one says gas prices surge as oil spikes amid Iran war. Here's how much Americans are paying. In California, they already paying $6. They predict by next week it's going past $4.
Damn. This is tight, fam. This is getting real. This is getting absolutely real. Look for your groceries to be 25% more expensive. And the prices were already high. You're about to get hit with 25% more prices. And the real horror, which is if the amount of fuel slows down. Some billionaires gonna make a ton of money. US gonna pop open their reserves and they're gonna make a ton of money. But if them prices rise up too high, they're gonna have to pour them reserves out just to make sure everybody prices down. Some countries some of them countries, the Philippines and them, they already locked the prices in. They said they will not allow the prices to go any higher because if it does, it'll destroy the economy of their country. So that's how serious it is. What's going on down there? You know what I mean?
We're gonna be like
fragile powder cake. Go ahead, Maya Salah.
We're gonna be like them Asian companies. A lot of people gonna have to invest in them electric motorbikes, riding around the streets.
Yeah, I got plans on the table for converting gas engines to electric.
Yikes!
Be charging for it. You got to come to the U.P.K. get your car converted over.
Yikes!
God.
Oh boy.
I got no problem, you know what I'm saying, capitalizing on how they capitalized on us. You know what I mean? Same thing. We'll see. But now, check this out. Read the description of that plane I just told you about. If you can, put the plane up on the Also, they blew up a bomb out there near the mayor in New York City as well.
I think their brothers were telling me.
That's a rough deal right there.
Colonel Khan, sir. The EB-3 Sentry, commonly known as the AWACS, Airborne Warning and Control System, is a military aircraft derived from the Boeing 707. It serves as a flying command and control center, providing all-weather surveillance, target detection, and communications management for air defense and ground operations. Key characteristics for the E-3 Sentry is distinctive radar, advanced surveillance, missile role, and service history.
Now, listen, they say it real vaguely, missile role and service. That plane, that AWACS plane can communicate with submarines a mile down in the sea. And guess why it communicates with them? It communicates with them to ensure proper launch codes for thermonuclear devices. That's not classified. They just launched 2 of them into the theater. Anything is possible. Anything is possible as we going forward. Let the Lord reign.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right, sir.
Let the Lord's reign in this kingdom. Let's bring it all back to Christ. It's his anyway.
Yeah, right.
Everybody had a chance to rule. Now he gets a chance to rule. Go ahead.
Sir. Next one, sir.
Please. Please.
Colonel Khan, sir. Colonel Khan.
Go.
Iran sends out suspected operational trigger to activate sleeper cells abroad to Kelamine's death, U.S. officials warn.
That's a whole nother problem. Yeah. That's a whole nother problem. They're going to have to let every I.S.U.P.K out of them detention centers. But now they're going to have to put every terrorist that's in this country in them detention centers. I.S.U.P.K, y'all getting ready to go home.
That's it, bro.
You know what I mean? Y'all jump in anytime, which would be fitting for what they did to them.
That's right.
What they did to the children of I.S.U.P.K, the children of Israel, should have never happened.
Right.
Like the Mexican people been the most peaceful people to us in the world. Okay. Even the cartel stayed on that side of the border in most cases, while pushing the drugs up in here. And you're not going to tell me they pushed those drugs the way they did without some clandestine agency doing it. Mexican people they were always farmers, always. That's how come they were able to farm the poppy seeds, because they was farmers. And now they've been turned into all kind of criminals and murderers based on somebody else's need for gain. And now they get demonized. When, brother, they made this empire rock. Like, since they have been out of main service, everything in this place has gone up and out of whack. You can't even get their help on the right things, man. I don't even like nobody working on nothing of mine if they ain't I.S.U.P.K or Ephraimite.
Who does?
You always went to them, man.
Right.
They always did it right. They always knew what they was doing, and they always did it for less. And now that they done pushed them out of the zone, everything is out of whack. You got more? Sloppy.
Whenever you're done, sir.
Please.
If I could say something, I know a lot of you white people out there listening, you don't want to face this, but it's going to become obvious. There was never a immigrant problem in this country.
Yep.
There was never an immigration problem. That was a made up emergency.
Yep.
There was no problem with Mexicans. There was no problem with immigrants at all. How do I know? Because America wanted them here.
That's right.
Needed them here. Found ways to get them to come here. Found ways to make a path to come to America, even if it was illegal.
That's right.
They opened the door because they wanted them here, just like every Western country, every Middle Eastern country wants a migrant workforce.
Yes.
They're everywhere.
Right.
The brother told me tonight, sir, There were 6 million migrant workers in Iran that were running now out the goddamn country, which is going to destroy Iran.
That's right.
They're not going to have anyone to get food because they had 6 million migrant workers there because they needed them. You white people were able to listen to rich white men who fooled you into thinking there was some immigrant crisis in America when there was none. You telling me there was an immigrant crisis in Wisconsin?
Give me a break.
Are you out of your mind?
Right.
There was some giant immigrant problem in some snow-ridden, completely white place that you had to fight the Mexicans. If you were on the border, there might have been some problems on the border, but there was no problem in Wisconsin with too many Mexicans.
Right.
There was no problem. Any Mexican that was in Wisconsin was a vibrant and vital part of that economy. That's why he was there.
That's right.
The whole reason we were able to eat is because there were immigrants here. That's why we had food. That's why bananas, you can just buy them and let them sit on your shelf until they get black and throw them in the goddamn trash.
That's right.
How many people, you go buy a bunch of goddamn bananas?
No, nobody eat them all.
Nobody eating them damn bananas. You sit there and buy them for what? I don't even know why you fucking buy them.
God.
To get rotten. Nobody. Who cares?
Right.
That was because of immigrants.
That's right.
That whole banana you buying this to go rotten.
Right.
This to go rotten in your damn house. This to turn black and throw hell away. Food waste. You look at the numbers for food waste. Go to a restaurant near dumpster.
Right.
There are people that go and climb in that dumpster and get the freshest food out in the back of supermarkets and restaurants. Eat like kings. Why? Jesus, you died. I forgot. Goddamn. You telling the truth, sir.
Right.
You died. You want to say something? Please, you're right. I forgot about you died. You're right. Go ahead.
Work right in the industry.
Please.
If I may, General Muhammad, what you're saying is so heavy. Esau, it mainly be the heathens. They be every time we order a dumpster, they be right in there. And the sad thing is, when Israel come do it, that's when they want me to reinforce, and that's the sad part. I don't say nothing to no brother or sister.
That.
I don't blame you. I
Right.
don't blame you. And let me tell you something, man. I'm seeing somebody in here talking about coming to Phoenix. The Mexicans ain't messing with us. The Mexicans ain't messing with you, and you ain't messing with the Mexicans because you've allowed gang culture, jail culture, Edomite racism to play both of you out of pocket. Let me tell you something. I grew up around the Puerto Ricans. I did not wait for Puerto Ricans to mess with me. I forced myself on the Puerto Ricans. I forced myself in their world. I made them respect me and work with me and deal with me and so forth. And this was even when I was a kid.
Yeah.
When I came in the truth, found out they was one of the 12 tribes, I was not surprised. I was like, oh, it's obvious. Because just like anybody in the hood, don't nobody fuck with you unless they feel you right.
That's right.
They don't care what you are. You could be another black man. Black men don't mess with black men in the damn hood.
Right.
Like y'all gotta stop that weak ass West Coast bullshit.
That's right.
That's where it come from. The East Coast don't ride like that.
That's right.
Never did. But the West Coast do ride like that, and y'all gotta stop that. And a lot of it too be the fear of how many Mexicans and how strong their neighborhoods and all them have become. And brother, you just got to break it.
Right.
You know what I mean? You got to break it. I remember when we first went out there to California teaching,
Yeah.
and them brothers brought us down into the real cholos. I was like, damn, these is real niggas. You know what I mean? Old homes. They was like, it was some old different shit. But they had the same spirit as the rest of the tribes. I felt right at home with them, man. You know what I mean? A lot of you get intimidated by it. A lot of you intimidated by the language. You better go learn the language then. You know what I'm saying? Like, and let me tell you something. If you're going to serve the Lord, it's your job anyway. You know what I mean? Like all them prophets had to go to all the tribes. Yeah. And they didn't always want to go to them tribes. But they had to go to them tribes, man. And they had to deal with them tribes. You know what I'm saying? Moses was a Levite. He didn't want to be messing with Benjamin and Issachar and all these other tribes, but he had to deal with them tribes. And if you're going to be a man of God, you got to deal with them tribes. and you gotta make them tribes deal with you. How are we gonna have a bridge blocking us, but no bridge blocking the white man?
Right.
That thing never ceases to amaze me. No. Like the white man is, I mean, there ain't no beef with him.
No.
But another tribe is constantly looking at each other like, you know, y'all enemies and never really understanding because no education in the truth that this cat is not even your enemy. He's trying to survive like you trying to survive. The whole reason he cautious is the same reason you cautious, because both of you have been oppressed. And the minute you recognize that, the world changes. The world changes. Now you in prison, that's a different story. You in prison, you gotta, you know, you gotta stay with your tribe because they ignorant, they don't know no better. So you got to stay with your tribe. But when you come back out on the street, them rules don't have to apply no more. You got to start to work within your all the 12 tribes to bring them tribes on through. And if a cat is just too stuck on it, that's his weak ass, because he'll just fall victim to the white man, like everybody who doesn't come together the way Christ said to come together. You don't come together that way, you're gonna fall victim to the white man anyway. So lock out. That's it.
Damn right, girl.
Sir. I have a story from General Cabal, sir.
Please.
Maryland lawmakers find Baltimore ICE holding rooms empty during surprise inspection.
Damn. So they removed everybody while the inspection came.
But I think they might be trying to intimate that it was a surprise. So really, they've spent all this money building these buildings. There ain't nobody in them.
Oh, damn.
Because it was a surprise inspection.
So they didn't
which
even
means this is a scam. This is some contractor got $200 million for a building that's empty.
Damn. That's crazy. Go ahead. And let me tell you something. That's one of the reasons they're not going to be able to stop, and they're going to have to go into World War III, because they're not going to be able to stop the greed. Oh, man. Like they done spread that robbery money everywhere. And now is a small group who didn't eat as good as the real, that's eating real good right now. And it's going to be a big problem because they're not going to pull back. This is the one opportunity they never had to be the greediest bastards on earth. Go ahead.
To back you up. Forgive me for my lack of imagination, because I said $200 million. Christy Nome spent that on a commercial. So that's just my lack of imagination. Okay, so how much on this prison for nothing? Kajillions. You know what I mean? Whatever number you want.
I was gonna say, Joe. That's what I was gonna say. That Nome spending all type of good money and making money, and all of them getting money under Trump. Like Trump got rid of all the gatekeepers that do the inspections and watch, for people getting over. Trump got rid of them with the South African cat. He got rid of them with Doge. You know what I'm saying? And so now everything is open now. Now you can get rich and scheme and connive. Hell, the one they replaced the ICE cat with, he just didn't he fraud or embezzle $50 million or something like that from some people, and ain't got to give it back. A lot of them, one of them cats did frauded all them people for billions and billions. Trump pardoned them, which includes him not having to return none of that money back. You understand? Like they getting rich hand over fist under Trump.
Yeah. And don't think the Democrats ain't either.
Okay.
I ain't seen nobody get arrested yet on that Somali ship, please. In Milwaukee, whoever that was, Minnesota, Milwaukee, I don't know where the hell they was. Anybody get arrested on that?
Or those Clintons that stole that money from Haiti.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Clinton stole God knows how much money that was supposed to rebuild Haiti. Haiti, then they're chopping each other up, setting each other on fire in poverty, because there was a cajillion amount of dollars that was supposed to go to Haiti that the Clintons diverted.
Right. And forget about that football player. I think the quarterback, Patriots
Brett
or something.
Favre.
Brett Favre stole all of public access money. And I ain't heard nothing about no punishment or giving it back or nothing.
Yeah, see, being a thief doesn't have a political party.
Right.
Like, that's just not the case. It has a race, though.
Right.
That much I can tell you.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
Historically, it has a race, being a thief and a murderer. Salaki, sir.
Good.
Listen, what you're saying is so true. Like it is, like historically, this has always been the case. And let me tell you something. Everybody is learning the game.
Yep. Yeah.
The game is you praise Donald Trump, you get you a seat, and then you begin to rob. Anything that ain't nailed down, you steal and snatch it up and all that, and that's that. And the Democrats can't really say nothing because they was doing it before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They was doing it just as much before. You know what I mean? And white America, man, I feel a little sorry for y'all. Mm-hmm. A little bit. Because you had such a good country. I mean, we bust our ass to build y'all this empire.
I'm telling you.
I mean, we stayed in them slave quarters out. We grinded out. We was in the slave pits. When we got out the slave pits, we worked them farms like indentured servants.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? Ran that cattle and all that, them fruits and vegetables before you could bring I.S.U.P.K in. Then you brought I.S.U.P.K in. We went to the factory, building your cars, your trucks, your bombs, your plane. We was in them factories, man, making inventions and doing all of that. We built all that for you, man. Then when wars broke out, because all the money you had, we went, jumped in and fought the wars. Got you back on track. World War I, World War II, Vietnam, Korean conflict. You understand? We went in there and battled and got you all the way up here to get you such a good, powerful, strong country. And you were so evil. You were so unappreciative for what you got that you had to go mess the whole thing up. You overran the whole Constitution. You lost all your laws. You basically raided your own what's the hall that they raided on January 6th?
Congress.
The Congress.
Mm-hmm.
You went and just ran up in your own Congress, man. Held nobody accountable. You let the thieves run the house. And it was a good country. But now you messed it up. Now you're going to get the judgment of the Most High, man. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get the judgment of the Most High. And it's a damn shame you're going to get it. It's a damn shame. Go ahead. I was going to pull that scripture on it, but I could wait. I was just going to grab, y'all know the scripture, I was going to grab that one where the Lord said, come out of them, my people, but I wanted to get another part of it.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all want to do it?
Yes, I can. I think the brothers just posted a comment from the chat where Lahab said, because of your love for the Hispanic tribe, generals, the reason why he came in this troop.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's rare.
And if I could, let me tell you something. This is the part that never cease to amaze me with brothers that come into the truth, or they try to come into the truth and never make it. The brothers in here really get this. You got to be like a hound dog for your house shot.
Right.
Like Christ hire you, you dead, man. Don't nobody care what you don't like. You dead, nigga. You dead, Latino. You dead. Now you work for Christ. You do what the hell he tell you to do.
That's right.
You get up in this body and you work. If he like it, you like it more. If he don't like it, you hate it more. And that's what you do as a soldier of the Most High. And so, yeah, big shout out to Lahab, the part out there killing him out there in the West Coast. I got nothing but love for my Latino tribe. And let me tell you something else. I see the culture in there. Like, where you gonna get that culture from? Right. You gonna go to the Philippines and get that? You gonna go to Africa and get that? Where? Just tell me, if y'all can just tell me, where do you get that beautiful Mexican culture? That amazing Puerto Rican culture? If I could, quick story.
Please, sir.
I'm downtown on 4th Street in the fabric district, trying to get some fabric.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
About to have Passover. I walk up in the fabric store. I'm in the fabric store. I'm looking, right? Mm-hmm. It's just me and the Edomite that own the place. And I hear a sister come in and she start asking them questions. And as she start asking them questions, I could hear the Puerto Rican accent. And I turned, and I mean, it sounded like a song. I wasn't trying to hit on her, y'all. she was kicking it in true Puerto Rican style.
I hear that.
And I turned around, I said, Puerto Rico? She said, yeah, how you knew? I said, I know that accent anywhere. I said, it's like a song to me. She said, the Bronx? I said, yeah. She said, me too. We laughed like crazy, man. Like the culture of us is with us.
Right.
But we hate each other so much.
Yeah.
Let the Edomite culture rule over. Y'all want to be
Right.
surfer. You want to be surfer dudes. That's what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? When you got everything, and you got everything that you could, that when one tribe fall weak or victim, you got what it take to prompt up that tribe.
Right.
Like every tribe should be trying to help one another, the ones of us that understand and know the truth. I mean, and that's true brotherhood, man. And that's also deep proof that we not racist. Like if you come into the Israelite school UPK really just because you are racist and don't like nobody but yourself, then you don't even understand what we dealing with over here. We not racist. The man we coming up against is because of the crimes he did. I got no hatred for these tribes.
Right.
I ain't looking at them no kind of way. And that go for brothers too. My family come from the tribe of Benjamin. I found out something recently. I ain't announced it yet. I ain't gonna say nothing.
Oh boy.
Y'all ain't gonna like me no more.
Did you find out that your family was true pirates of the Caribbean? You know what I'm saying? My grandfather was a pirate from the Bahamas. Don't tell me. Was a sword killing everybody in the Caribbean.
I done found the coat of arms and
Dang.
everything.
Don't tell them. They're gonna hate you over it.
Yeah. Swinging the boat,
swinging and killing with the sword. Don't tell them nothing. That's another reason to hate you.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, you can't hate none of the tribes,
right?
Whether you know what I'm saying, and you're gonna have to break, and you gotta break that once again because you need those tribes. Like the Lord didn't have to have 12 tribes.
Right.
He could have just had one tribe. He could have just rolled with Judah and said, that's all I'm riding with. He even told Moses, listen, I'm going to wipe all of the mountains and start another nation with you. And Moses begged him not to. You got to understand that he gave you 12 tribes for a reason. For a very good reason, man. And when one of them tribes become weakened, the other tribes got to come through to try to strengthen that tribe. So, yeah, man. I love all tribes.
Damn right. And if I
racism about that,
damn right.
The crimes that the other nations have done to all 12 tribes. I yield my answer.
No, I was just gonna say, in general, I be admiring your stories, how you grew up with the tribes and got to know them, because I did not. You know what I'm saying? I grew up with strictly Negroes and Benjamin. You know what I'm saying? And that's who I hate. I grew up not trusting my own people. You understand? And it wasn't until my early grown year, like around 2021, went to school, met General Muhammad, you know what I'm saying? And then start having a little blackness to me, wanted to start loving my people and saw that my people was the shit, you know what I'm saying? And I wanted to get to know my people, and then found the truth and found out not only was my people the shit, but I got more people than what I thought was just my people. Them Hispanics, and they start rolling. Hell, and I got a slavery. Same slavery General Muhammad had. We got the same, worked under the same company for a minute, and where I met the Hispanic tribes, you know, at a community college. I met them, and they was cool, and they had swagger, and they was like me, you know what I'm saying? And they women like me, and I like they women, and the brothers was cool, and you know what I'm saying? And I grew appreciation for that. And then the Lord gave me the truth, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, and I understood why I like these people, man. And I understood. So I know I didn't go through the mess that they go through on the West Coast, but man, we got to get past that. You was ignorant and they was ignorant over there. And y'all was hating each other because you both was ignorant. But now the Lord then raised up prophets and raised up a school where we get along because we family. And like you said, General, we forget who set us against each other.
That's right.
Hispanics fighting black people because of the white man.
That's right.
He divided us and conquered us and then spread lies amongst us to make us hate each other, and still doing it. I yield, sir.
Listen, you so right, Mayak. They played us so well. the first thing they were saying is the Mexicans gonna take your job. They taking black job. This, that. Had us all in an uproar against them. Then they brought in all the Ukrainians and gave them housing and welfare. Put them in hotels. Did all that under us while telling us we had to worry about these Mexicans. Like, we got to stop being fooled and getting played by them.
Right.
And start standing on our own and making our own. Like, how you gonna send me to another tribe and then I'm gonna sit up there and let you deal with that tribe? I'm not doing that. I'm gonna deal with that tribe according to how the Lord showed me how to deal with that tribe. And here's another thing too. Like, how many times have you gone to a restaurant? Oh yeah, that's a heavy take. How many times you've gone to a restaurant among Edomites and you done sat down and been uncomfortable? And you don't understand why you uncomfortable. Let me help you out. You uncomfortable because they hate you.
Right.
They hate you in the restaurant. You understand? But you fighting to be among them, but meanwhile, you got all these other tribes and you hating on them tribes. But meanwhile, you going fighting to be downtown with the Edomite, and the Edomite can't stand you. He looking at you and snooting up his nose and acting all funny with you, and you just sit up there and accept that bullshit. But meanwhile, if another tribe don't like you or suspicious of you, you ain't saying to yourself, I got to get past that. You know what I mean? And that's with everybody. You know what I mean? That's every tribe. That's even your own tribe. Go in there and get it even among your tribe. You know what I'm saying? You're going to experience the same thing. Right. But that's what the scriptures is for. The scriptures give you the clear understanding. Like, we reading about the Third World War, which I've been teaching about since I was a kid. Okay? So here we are in the Third World War. Now, for what was said then those scriptures was right. Just like them scriptures that say we to bring our tribes together, them scriptures is right. And listen to me real good, fam. Watch when this empire start to fall. Wait till the lights go out. Wait till the food is having trouble coming in. Wait till all that happens out. You're going to love a Mexican out.
Right.
You're going to love a Puerto Rican. You're going to most definitely love a nigga. I'm going to be looking for niggas when this shit go back. This shit go south, I want some killer niggas around there.
Yeah, right, John.
You understand? I want all that. You're going to want every bit of every tribe of your people, because they all gonna fit together. You know what I mean? They're gonna fit together. Esau ain't gonna come to join you and help you. This shit go south, Esau getting with his own, like he doing right now.
Yes, sir.
Like he's doing that right now. And listen, even the proponents, last point, please, sir. Even the proponents of all the tribes that try to say they're gonna hate on the other tribes, the Most High always wipe their ass out. Like you can't even be racist towards another tribe and be successful. Like, ain't no group of black people walking around, fuck the Mexicans. This shit don't even work. That shit don't even work. It ain't a group of Mexicans walking around like, yeah, fuck all niggas. Where they at? The shit is never successful. It's successful in jail because of the rules of being in a goddamn cage. But it ain't successful out here on these streets. So why would you forward? But there is groups of white people who turn around saying fuck niggas and Mexican. There is that. They exist. Please. You call them the Ku Klux Klan. Right. Okay? You call them the Aryan race. You call them the Posse Comitatus. You call them the far right movement. You understand? There's plenty of them groups. So don't tell me that shit stands. It don't stand, man. Man, love your tribes. Get ready to build with your tribe. Get ready to open up networks with your tribe, because the light's going out in this bitch out. Might not be this year, might not be next year, but I can guarantee you that. The light's going. They said the only way they're getting a little bit of internet in Iran right now is through the Starlink. Damn, Elon Musk. Starlink is the only way you get internet in Iran. They done shut the internet down. You think that can't happen over here? Shoot, let it start coming out that the Americans is getting their behind tore up in that war. They're gonna shut it down over here as well. You gotta wake up, man. You gotta wake up out that fog. Y'all still watching, stupid ass black women arguing and fighting on some damn TV show, and dumbass, stupid ass fools, you understand, standing up on a stage, making a fool out of you. You still watching that, and you ain't paying no attention to what the Lord said. He gave you this book thousands of years, and it's still here today. And it's so important to hold on to it. It's your goddamn records.
Right.
It's your records. And and you know what? That's how you can not like another tribe, because you ain't reading no records. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never read nowhere in the Bible where white people came together with black people. You?
No.
I ain't never read it where they came together and helped our 12 tribes, or we collaborated together and did something. I ain't never read it in these scriptures right here. 5,000 years of records, I've never read it. But I have read where them tribes came together. I read that. I've read where the black man took the lead and pulled all the tribes together, man, and they turned the earth upside down. That I did read. That happened many a time. So I'm gonna get up off it, because y'all taking away from my third world war. I want to talk about hell.
Damn right. You die.
I think he holds the scripture. He might be. You holding it? Come out of her.
Oh, Khan, Revelation 18:14.
Go ahead.
Khan, sir. The book of Revelation.
Can you go up? No, I think that no. Go ahead, rock it out.
Khan, you want to start verse 3?
Go ahead, start at 3 then, real quick.
Khan, sir.
It's another part I want. I'm gonna try to find it right now. Go ahead while you talking. Go ahead.
Khan, sir. The book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
Yeah. In fact, go up above it.
Khan, sir. The book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 1. And after these, I saw another angel come down from heaven.
This is the part. This is everything you've ever read or didn't read, because your preacher wasn't worth 2 cents. Everything you didn't read, now's the time to read it in the book of Revelations. This angel came down. These angels make movements in this earth. These angels come through. They change people's minds. They put things in motion by the hand of the Most High. That's what they do. They set the pace on what it is the Lord is going to have go down in the earth. And can't nobody stop it, man. And they on your side. Go ahead.
Khan, sir.
Salam.
Having great power, and the earth was lightened with its glory.
Right. He had great power. And the earth was lightened with his glory, meaning John's seeing it this way, but he's really describing what this angel is getting ready to carry out in the earth. Nobody is going to be able to see it, but it's being shown to him so he could explain to everybody what is happening. Go ahead.
Khan, sir, verse 2. He cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen.
This is it, boy. This is it. Babylon is finally fallen. That first empire that was risen up by Nimrod, that fought against the Lord and built empires to fight against the Most High for 5,000 years, and utilizing every heathen on earth to bring forth some Babylonian philosophy. That enemy of the Most High is getting ready to get put to death forever.
That's right. That's
okay.
Right.
Babylon is fallen. Go ahead.
Khan, sir. Is fallen and has become the habitation of devils.
And it is now the habitation of devils. And the devils want the last part. They want Iran now. So, the real man, it's a habitation. It is filled with demons. People are filled with demons out here. You can't even hardly go down the street without somebody being mad and honking their horn and getting ready to go. Now's the time to be extra cool with the cops, extra cool with everything. Don't stress stuff. Let the Lord work. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, don't go out there trying to, don't let the evil in this place spark you. You be different than the tempo of this empire.
That's right.
Make your tempo different. You know what I'm saying? Make your tempo totally different than the tempo here. You know what I mean? I drink me a cup of hot coffee in the morning. You know what I mean? Turn on CNN. Boom, bam! Man, I put on French touch shit like, wow, this is pretty bad out there. You know what I mean? Give me a little jam or something. Like, get in your tempo, man, of righteousness, of humility before the Lord. Get in that tempo. Get into the tempo of trying to understand what it is that would make the Lord happy. What would make the Lord deliver you, deliver your family, deliver your babies, keep you safe in the time of trouble, point you in the right direction, make you avoid the ditch from falling in. Focus on them things, man. Focus on cleansing your spirit from all the evil that's coming over the idiot box. Start looking into the righteousness. Turn on shows like these and start learning from these shows and gaining something. Start being encouraged and finding joy in righteousness. We found so much joy. We've been taught to find joy in evil. Turn on a video, like I turned on that video, brother. Listen, I don't want to mess up no sister's money. You know what I'm saying? Papoose seemed like he's a real nice dude and all that, but I turned on that thing with them, that fight with them two sisters out, and I was appalled. First of all, they had that old Edomite that been getting rich off of niggas since the 60s. Well, I forget what his name is.
That old one? He was on there?
He calls the not the old one.
Okay.
He died, I think.
Okay.
But the younger one is on there. What's his name? I forget his name. You know, and he
was the referee?
Yeah, he's the announcer that calls the fight.
Yeah. Right. Tall cat, you know? Was he tall and thin?
No,
let's get ready. Tall cat died. Let's get ready to rumble. He passed away.
So his brother, I believe,
his brother's in the
UFC.
MMA, right. UFC. But there's another one that was back then, was younger, blonde hair. I don't know if y'all know him, but anyway, not Dana White, Archie, no. Mike Buffer might know. I'm not sure, if it was Mike Buffer. It might have been Mike Buffer, but I'm not sure. But anyway, my point is this. He came up, he again had another announcement. These cats get like $1 million for them few minutes they do that in the beginning. Something like $500,000. And then these two sisters, them sisters look like they could be my sisters or my cousins.
Yeah.
And they sitting there, I know they're getting a lot of money. They're getting money now. And I understand they're trying to get their money and all that. But to watch two sisters brutalize themselves like animals is just, that's the thing we want to get away from, huh? Yeah. You know what I mean? What's his name?
Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Could be. I could be wrong. I'd have to get it. Look, I ain't worried about it. Anybody could look it up. But do me a favor real quick out. Hold what you got. You hold it in Revelation 18, right? Just give me quickly. Somebody give me Deuteronomy 28, where the Lord said, but the woman who would not venture to set her foot upon the ground. Give it to me, you dad. What are you, dad?
Khan, sir, the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 57. Khan.
And I know that these sisters, they doing it for the money and all that, and I understand it. But brother, that is such a wrong image for us as a people, especially now. They said the number 2 problem that police officers have is when they stop young black women. Believe it or not, you think it would be black men.
Right.
It's really black women. Young black women, like in their 20s, they pull them over in the car. All police officers have the hardest time with them because it's like they can't even understand what the cop is saying. And they say, God forbid if he got to ask her to sign the ticket. They like, wow, Mars, I ain't signing that shit. And listen, that behavior is taught by our slave master. We think that's our natural behavior. It is not. No. That is not who we are. That is taught behavior that our system picked up from all these shows that Esau put out to brainwash them and to turn them into whores, which was the point. And it does us a huge disservice, man. You know what I'm saying? Not that a cop should be messing with you any, but you get my point. Please go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 56. The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground.
Our women would not venture to take her sandal off and put it on the floor. If you told our woman back in the day, man, take your shoe off and walk on the grass, they'd be like, what? You know what I mean? And our women still beautiful like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, let me, just a little public service announcement. It is against God's law to go to the Koreans to shave your box. Salaki.
It's all right.
Huh?
No, I didn't know.
That's against the scripture. You understand?
Makes sense.
Another woman is not supposed to be looking upon your nakedness, especially a heathen.
Yeah.
You understand? Stop going and getting her to cut your own goddamn hairs and let some of them grow. They down there to stop disease. You trying to shave it? You trying to get it waxed?
I think General Haas said he'll do it anyway. Was that you, Hans? I could be wrong. Oh, okay. So I'm sorry. My apologies. So I'm sorry, Hans.
A couple of lifetimes ago, General.
I think
a couple of lifetimes ago.
I think it's Bruce Buffer. I think it's Bruce Buffer. I could be wrong, but I think you're right. I think it's Bruce Buffer. So you know what I'm saying? So stop. Just sister, stop. Just stop. It's all right. Let your husband cut it.
There you go.
You know, man, simple enough. All right. So go ahead, you die.
Colonel Khan, for delicateness and tenderness.
For delicateness and tenderness, that's how our women used to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the Lord wants them to come back to that. But now they're going to need your help. You know what I mean? They're going to need your help, man. And it's time for us. We got to start divesting our spirit from this place.
Yeah.
We got to start making a better choice. That's why the Passover is such a wonderful time. Yeah. And Lord, allow we get to come together and do all the righteousness that we set out to do in the Passover. Try to be better than we was yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how we was. That's the spirit we was in. Go ahead.
Colonel Khan, sir.
I was thinking you got a few offers in the chat.
General, I need a trim, General. I need a trim.
They blew their shot a couple of lifetimes ago. They blew it.
No, too late, y'all.
Too late now, goddamn. I'm done.
Go ahead. You die. I'm sorry.
Colonel Khan, sir. Her eyes shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom.
Her eyes have become evil towards the husband of her bosom. Like, we got to bring our women back. You should be, we should not be happy to see us fall into every game that they want us to fall into. We got to take care of ourselves as a people and come together. Again, I'm not trying to cut that brother's money off or her sister's money off. And I'm sure she's trained her whole life to be in that position. But Lord allow we'll be able to elevate past that. And it's a damn shame that for us to become millionaires, we have to work ourselves to death, blow out our knees, blow out our arms. Mm-hmm. You understand? Crash our heads into each other and get concussions and die young. And you know how many football players die under 50, man? Yeah. Tons of them die under 50. And they ain't even be first stringers many times. Mm-hmm. Right or wrong? Please. We don't be first stringers. Count. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And meanwhile, losing their life, man. I think about losing my life at 50. My God. That's just hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's hell. So, again, we got to move towards a better place, and we're going to need to be in that better place. You know what I mean? Like let me tell you something. When times go bad, immorality is your worst enemy. Your worst enemy. You don't believe me? Go read about the wars of Apion, okay, in the Josephus. And you'll learn that when those wars break out, our people with the least morals are the biggest problem in among your people. You damn near have to kill them all. You damn near have to. I'm just saying, don't nobody go out and do that. But I'm saying, in times past, we've had to put people to death just so that the rest of the people who's suffering could be maintained. You read about it in the scriptures. When Moses got us out in the wilderness, that's why so many people had to get put to death. And the Lord said, I'm going to just walk you around for 40 years. So I wipe all of you out because I can't function with you in these hard times while I'm trying to get you to the kingdom, man. That's in essence what happened to us. And it was the wrong spirit for us to be in. Salaki, go ahead.
And toward her son and toward her daughter.
Right. That was the way she's become evil towards them. And he's become evil towards her in many cases as well. So we got to get back to us. We got to get back to our spot. Come on, take me back to Revelations. And then I want to venture down Joel, the 3rd chapter. Y'all want to do Joel, the 3rd chapter?
Yes,
right now, we're just kind of trying to wrap it up. I'm going to get on up in here, man. I want to thank that. I came in late. So I tell you what I say that, man. Go ahead.
And General, if I may, sir, I was thinking earlier today, what you just brought out about how, in the past, we had to get rid of a lot of Israelites. And the Lord gets rid of a lot of Israelites because even with the truth and with the knowledge and with the struggle and us trying to do better and serve the Lord, you still got a lot of people that don't want to do it. and want to fight against it. And I think of how the Lord said in Romans, how the Pharisees, they came together and they said, this man doeth many miracles, which showed they know what was happening. He doing miracles. And understood miracles only come from God. It said, this man doeth many miracles, but instead of saying, shit, we done found somebody who connected to God like this, let's go take our group and our power and join it with his so we can serve God and be elite. Instead of that, they mind go to, how can we stop it? He's doing so many miracles, people gonna follow him. How can we stop the nigga?
Yeah, man.
What we gonna do to stop him? And that is amazing to me. And I totally understand why Christ said to black people, you are of your father the devil. Because our spirits conform to Esau rather than the Lord, rather than the spirit of Christ. Because it's amazing to me to know that somebody's doing miracles. And know that what a miracle is and say, how can we stop him? Because he's going to take our seat. That is amazing to me. And I understand when the Lord brings death to us. I yield. Sloppy.
Let me tell you, what you say in general is so right. Let me tell you something. If I could give a little understanding of it. Give me the scripture where the Lord said, lay not a stumbling block before thy brother in the law. If you could, you die. The water. Let me tell you something out that is something great to learn. And the scriptures teach it to you so well. What you're saying is so heavy, Maya, in this, that Caiaphas in them, just like anybody in captivity, in poverty, being starved, the minute they get an opportunity to be successful, same with our black leaders. They're all coming out now. Jay-Z and all these cats was child molested, eating babies, joining with Esau, stopping black movements.
Right.
All of that's coming out now. Because what happens is when the poverty come on, selfishness comes in. I'm gonna worry about me. And what happens with them is they then begin to actually work against the people. It's exactly what happened with Moses. Remember when Moses came from seeing Pharaoh, the black leaders got mad with Moses and said, you gonna make Pharaoh upset with us. I'm paraphrasing. Because what happens is they become leaders really for their own selfishness. Like our black leaders, we think they there for us, but they not there for us. Them cats in power, they don't care less about us. Christ said it's easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a man to come into the kingdom of heaven. Because really, they're the weak-minded ones, and they can't sacrifice anything from themselves for the greater good of everybody else. And so what do? They get themselves in a position to get everything, like Caiaphas, like the cat with the Maccabees and all them cats. And then what do? Turn on the people quietly. And that's exactly. And then the Lord got to come and put you to. First, he got to bring a prophet in to tell you what the hell went wrong. Then he come back and put you to death afterwards. And that's exactly what happened. And I'm gonna read it for you right now. That's why the Lord. That's why this scripture is in the law. What you getting ready to read right now. You come back to it. It's in the law. Go ahead.
Common concert, the book of Leviticus, chapter 19 and verse 14. Thou shalt not curse the deaf, nor put a stumbling block before the blind.
Go ahead.
But shout fear thy God, I am the Lord.
Right. Meaning thou shalt not put a stumbling block before the blind. And there's another one that's without the blind, but that's fine. Meaning you anger the Lord when you see the danger that y'all are in, and instead you help them fall so you can gain. Like that's an evil thing. And the Lord said not to do it. And that's exactly what Caiaphas did. That's exactly what they did coming up against. That's exactly what our black leaders do. Our entertainers do. They all do. They sit up and kiss Esau's ass to make sure that their mouth gets fed. And meanwhile, we all suffer and die because they leading us the wrong damn way. That is what happened in there in Caiaphas. When they saw Christ, all they could think of is how they're going to lose the food in their mouth. If they let Christ come, he'll take over, and the Romans would remove them. Instead of saying, like you said, let's come together and we'll all work against the Romans. They get rid of him, and let's keep our nice quiet seat under the Romans, and we'll be safe. And brother, that is the evilest thing one of the evilest things in the world. And that's why the Lord said, don't put that stumbling block, because he's the Lord. And he's, in other words, I see you putting that stumbling block in the dark. That's why I remember when you go back and read about Moses, the cat said, Moses, you take on too much for yourself. Like you overworking yourself. Yeah. He telling him he overworking himself, but really he just want to overthrow him. Right. He don't want to take the burden of the work off him. He want to overthrow him and stop him. So of course he gonna make it like you take on too much, like you overdoing it, when in fact he's really just undermining him. And brother, that's what Caiaphas did. That's what all of them did. And they were such a fool to do it. Like Christ said, the stone that was rejected became the chief cornerstone. Because that was the one they thought, nah, get rid of him, because he'll take away our power. Come to find out, they couldn't build it without him. And that's when they ended up falling all together. That's right. Damn right. Evil of this place, man. Go ahead, Salak. Was that it, yo?
Yes, sir.
Was we done with Revelation, or you have more? I still have Revelation. Okay, real quick, let's run through those right quick. And then we'll move on. All right, y'all. Salak.
Concert, the book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 3. For all nations,
go ahead.
For all nations have drunk of the wine of her wrath.
That's it. All the nations is getting ready to drink of this wrath. They getting sips of it now. They can smell it brewing. And they're gonna get a chance to drink of it. They're gonna be called into this war. Go ahead.
Of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her.
Right. Go ahead.
And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies.
Right. They all committed fornication with her. They all left their gods, left their ways of life, left their morals, left their rules, and they all joined this Babylonian way of life. Bring them all together to enslave everybody, and especially to the 12 tribes of Israel. And let me tell you something, make no mistake. The 12 tribes of Israel is what made America great. Right. America became the #1 superpower by the sweat of us, whom they ate so much, just like the Egyptians. Became so great, so powerful. We had so many agricultural inventions in Egypt. You go back and look at that history, man. We created all kinds of agricultural machines and ways to maximize getting food and maximize. I mean, we had it so down. Like we knew how to rise and lower the Nile River to feed the plants and bring the river back down. We had records measuring out what the river was going to do for the next several years. And we was planting based on what was measured out. We were the ones that did all that, made them rich and powerful and strong. Moses went and fought against today's Sudanese in the land of Sudan, fighting against their enemies, man, and kept Egypt strong and powerful. They building huge temples and all that, and all through all that, never saying, these people did this for us. Let's do the right thing by them. Never. Always thinking like a rat, which is just like Esau. Always thinking of don't give them nothing. You know what I mean? Don't ever show them no love, because they're gonna want what's due them that we done stole. So don't never act like they supposed to get anything, which is why we ended up here all this time. But now judgment is coming. Go ahead, finish it up for me out.
Concert, verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people.
Right. Once they recognize all this, the Lord said, man, get your mind out of here, man. Come out of this. Come on.
Concert, that ye be not partakers of her sins.
Right. That you don't be part of this sinful, wicked, evil kingdom. Like, this is a time now to say to yourself, what is righteousness and what is wickedness? What should I be doing? And what should I stop doing? Now is the time you're going to have to gain a conscience of yourself. You're going to have to turn the idiot box off for a minute and evaluate you and who you are. And especially our sisters. A lot of you sisters are just out of control and you don't even know. You just on autopilot doing stupid shit. and coming up against your husbands and your man and all this stupid shit and never paying no attention on what you're doing. And you need to stop. You need to catch yourself. And the same with brothers too, man. The drugs is helping you do a lot of evil that you otherwise would not be doing. You got to stop and turn back to the Father. You got to get back to the Father. Go ahead, Salaki. That's your real right state of mind. Come on. Sorry, I'm finished. I'm getting no offer. Go ahead. Please.
Come, ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
You don't receive none of this nuclear war. None of this. You can stop it really right there. You don't receive none of this evil nuclear blast that's getting ready to happen all over the world. Well, man, and that plane being, them two planes being over there definitely opened the door to the possibility that Esau might have just decided to pick this up. Yeah. Certainly Netanyahu ain't got a problem with it. He don't have a problem with it. And also they didn't come out with it, but rumor has it that they bombed Dimona, you know. The nuclear site in Dimona. And for those of you that may not be familiar with Dimona, Dimona is the city that the brothers and sisters who lived in Chicago got together with Yahweh Ben Yahweh. It was, or what's his name?
Ben something.
Cat from Chicago, right, sir?
Yeah, that went to Israel and settled over there.
Is that Ben Ami?
Ben Ami.
Benny Amin. I'm sorry, Benny Amin. That's right, not Yahweh Ben Yahweh. He was Florida. Benny Amin. Benny Amin settled over there in Dimona. They put him in the desert next to a nuclear power plant, and they ran over there for years. And now that area just got bombed by the Iranians. So, hell, get that for me. You die last one. Y'all can shut me down.
Oh, please.
Hell from beneath. You know what I'm saying? Like, right, Benny Amin. Benny Amin, I think his last name was Carter. I'm not sure. But anyway, he went and had a lot of brothers and sisters settle over there. And they in hell too, because they all now have to join. They all had to join the IDF. All their sons and daughters had to join the IDF, which is absolute hell.
Yeah.
Which means you got to now fight for the very people that have your identity.
Yeah.
Woo, that's a rough one.
Yeah.
You got to stand and listen. And they went to war. Them so-called small hats went to war with the Ethiopians that they brought in the country. They airlifted the Ethiopians who believed they was Jews and brought them into the country and gave them citizenship and all that. And then the small hats turned on them. Start saying they filthy, they stinking dirty, they should go back over there. He's a racist.
Yeah.
Because they supposed to be considered Jews, and you supposed to love them like you love any so-called Jew.
Mm-hmm. Right.
We should walk in the synagogues and see them. Walk in the yeshivas and see little brown Ethiopian babies in there, whom you consider a Jew and you recognize. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? For those of you asking where, you can go on YouTube right now. Go in and punch it in on YouTube right now. Ethiopian Jews persecuted. Run it and put it in YouTube. And it's going to come up and it's going to shock you out of your goddamn mind. Go ahead, Doc.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and verse 9.
Feel this, fam.
Hell from beneath.
Where?
Hell from beneath.
Hell that was beneath. Come on.
Wakanda is moved for thee.
It's moved for thee. That's what you see it happening right now. The people that was in hell, the hell is saying, I'll be back. Hell is moving. Go ahead.
To meet thee at thy coming.
To meet you because you on your way into hell. Hell was so glad you coming. He just said, hold up, man. I got new arrivals, huh? I'm gonna meet you at your coming.
Yeah, I'm gonna come holler at y'all.
You got more? Go ahead.
And stir up the dead for thee.
Good night. Meaning, when they say it stir up the dead, meaning the people who you beat to death that are dead. Mainly these 12 tribes. The Lord said that hell is gonna stir up the dead, meaning they're gonna watch you fall from your amazing seat of power And the dead people are going to say, well, what's going on? Maybe we should find out who we are. Like, what was we before we was in this trance of being a slave? You understand? That's what they're going to say. And then they're going to start finding their identity, asking questions, wanting to know what nations are on the earth doing what and why. Go ahead, you die.
Khan. Even all the chief ones of the earth, it have raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations.
Raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nation. You done got all them Arabs up now. Woo, all them Europeans. Listen, I told you, all the way out in the Philippines, they feeling that gas crunch out there. South Korea is saying, look, if y'all don't restore that goddamn oil, we're going to be shut down in a minute. And, you know, Rocket Man he perched, waiting. He waiting for that shit to go. Brother, he going across that 70, what is it, the 73rd
parallel.
73rd. He going across that 73rd parallel. Go get his other half. He going to get his other half. Yeah. The Japanese is worried too. The Japanese is saying, man, if you don't get this economy back, you don't get this oil back, man, we in trouble. See, a small nation can't survive like a big one. America got reserves and wealth and power and weapons, but them smaller nations can't survive just quite the same. You know what I'm saying? Okay, real quick, Justin Nichols said this. I went in 2012 and met a few of the brothers that moved there. Them brothers have hardly no employment there. We suffer here. But them brothers that went to Dimona are financially worse off. That's hell. And I mean, being financially worse is bad, but it's not as bad as having to have mandatory 2 years service in a clearly racist military that's going to put you in the position to get yourself killed for the people that occupy your land. Brother, I could not. They better than me.
I'm telling you.
They better than me. Because I could not do it. I could not do it. You got a little bit more?
General, if I could, that's like being here in the military. Like, what's the point? Like, you left out of here, and they didn't have, okay, over there, I know they got a mandatory draft. No matter who you are, even if you're over here, you got to go back to that land and serve 2 or 3 years in the military, no matter who you are. And what did you gain? Like, okay, you living over here. Okay, that's the homeland. I got to go over there and serve in the military. I'm saying my ass right here. Like, it didn't make sense.
Yeah.
No. It didn't make sense.
And they talking about the new draft. They talking about it's not going to be a draft where you get drafted and they assess whether you are combat ready or combat effective or can be trained into combat. You're going to be mandatory drawn in, which means they got jobs for anybody. You come in there with one leg. So I shouldn't have did that. So,
I get your point.
But if you come in there and they're gonna find a job for you. You know what I mean? Put you in a gun turret or something.
Yeah.
They're gonna find something for you to do. You know what I'm saying?
They're gonna have to, you know. Remember they cut damn almost all the military. They cut the forces.
Yeah.
And then someone behind Trump and I'm gonna talk about black people like they can't fight. So now don't nobody want to go and be in the military now. You know what I mean? If you got rid of damn man, they don't. I guess they forgot who won them wars from, like how you said earlier.
They forgot who brought them there. They forgot that.
Yes, in Japan, if it wasn't for God, they would not have beat them damn Japanese. That Navajo code, they couldn't break that, but they were breaking their codes. You understand? They forgot about those things. It's a lot of stories of so-called black units, Hispanic units, that have been in units. You know what I mean? Fighting their wars and being very successful fighting on wars. You understand? Colin Powell was a hell of a general for them. You understand? Yeah. And they forget about these things. So now who you gonna go get? Rebels ain't trying to hear that. The one that you got rid of, sir.
I heard Trump said Barron Trump can't join the military because he's too damn tall. He said he's too tall. A brother brought out a basketball player that was like 7 foot and still had to join the military. So Trump ain't sending his kids.
No.
And if I could, sir, can you imagine being in the white man's military and then finally realizing who you're actually working for? You said something tonight when you said that the only internet that works in Iran is, what's that thing called? Starlink.
That's Elon Musk.
Which is owned by Elon Musk, who was in charge of the military in America. I remember when Elon Musk was running Doge, and he sent a memo out to the Pentagon that said, if you don't, you have by, I think, 12 o'clock tomorrow to put in your resignation. From 4-star generals down to privates, all of them had to either resign or fill out a piece of paper that said why they're needed by the military.
Right.
They had to either prove that the military needed them or resign.
Get the hell up.
He sent that to everyone in the military. Yeah. And now that same person now controls the military, is controlling who gets bombed, because if a country gets bombed, then they'll need his internet.
Yeah.
So now you're going to be in the military realizing you're not there for freedom. You ain't there for the American way of justice. You're there so that Elon Musk can make more customers, because every place that is bombed to piss is going to need him.
Yes.
And he was the one in charge of the military. Yeah. And now the enemy of America has his internet service. You work for him. Like, and he's going to tell you that country needs to get bombed.
Yeah.
They need to get bombed too, because when they get bombed, then he owns them.
Yes. And he gives them the internet.
Yeah, he gives them the internet.
You want to see some TV? I'm gonna bomb your country. Like, it's like these people it's hell. And listen, and what you said is heavy. Go ask the brothers and sisters who really serve in combat in the military, brother. And they are very unhappy. Because the minute you get in there and spend some time in there, you end up seeing what was really made of. And Haas, you said Colin Powell was a hell of a soldier. Norman Owens was a hell of a soldier in the U.S. military. I'm glad he on this side and not on that side. Because he was a pretty vicious cat on that side. And you know what I'm saying? And he decided to put his heart on this side. And I bring it up for the so important. I know we're going over the time. I bring it up for such an important reason. And the important reason that I bring it up for is because imagine all of the things that you could do if you woke up and just decided, I'm going to fix mine. Being a soldier and all your experience. And let me tell you something. It's also spiritual in this respect. When you get in the military and you go into those other countries, if combat breaks out, you're comfortable with the combat. You don't have a problem killing the enemy in there. But if your people are going the hell off, how do you feel about stopping your people from going off? Moses had to do it. Yeah. Moses came down out of that temple, man, and separated them brothers. And they got angry and turned on Moses. But Moses was on that mission. And you got some strong, powerful brothers out that go into that military. They drawn to it. They drawn to it because they warriors by nature. But imagine if our culture made it where none of our people would want to go into the military. And that's why they bring in the draft, because they already know that blacks and Latinos ain't going, not the way they was raised here. They know now, you know what I'm saying? Why do I go? Why would I go now? And they know this, and so here we go. And brother, anybody that's in the military that's over there, they bombed every single U.S. base in that Middle East. So everybody that you heard from that was on one of them bases, even in Iraq, they bombed in Syria. Oh, they bombed every last one of them. Go ahead, you was gonna say something? You know what I mean? They bombed every last one of them. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, call me the bomb off. I'll tell you exactly what to do. You know what I'm saying? Because this is not our fight. And they ain't got time anyway. Remember, I said this before. They don't have time. Anything plans they have, they do not have time to do it. The Lord is going to cut them times short. Every bit of them times are going to become short. And man thinks he can handle the problems of the chaos of the world. If the Lord thought it should be like that, he would have left the planet to whoever just took over. But he didn't do that because he knows man cannot do that. This planet got to be ruled. They can create in a robot. You can't do it. You can forget about it. So it'll never happen.
Okay.
Go ahead.
And you know, in 1969, they interviewed a soldier in the middle of Hamburger Hill and said, "What do you want? What message do you want to give people 50 years from now?" He thought about it. He said, "Don't send your sons to fight for politicians' wars." I said, "Damn." You know, that's exactly what's going on now.
That's exactly what's going on now, too. You're right. Now, you fighting for rich men that whore themselves out to other countries.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And eat babies and rape young girls.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a tall order to fill. It's a tall order to fill.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? And it's our time to fix us, get us right. Come in the truth, come out to the Passover, join us, man. And big shout out to everybody who's been supporting the Passover. A lot of you stepped right up and support the Passover, paying your fair share. Everybody else, please pay your fair share, man. Let's get this thing on the ball and let's get this thing rolling, all right? And doing the right thing by it. So I want to thank the heavy hitters in the building with me, General Muhammad in the house.
Right.
General Mike Allah in the house.
Yes, sir.
General Hazayan in the house.
Yes, sir.
Come on back, give me General Mike Allah in the house as well. Y'all can't get my eye. Oh, yeah, there you go. Hold down. Also up in the building with us, Officer Yediah, holding down the helm. Officer Iman y'all. Officer McCumyard, man. They finally gave Officer Marah a break off. But we'll see him next week, man.
Yes,
hey,
sir.
man, I hope you and yours as well. Take care of you and yours. Contact us in the school. We got camps across the country, outside the country, in the Caribbean, in Europe. Let us see what we could do for you, because you've done a whole lot for us and more, and we look forward to serving our people. That's why we came in here and joined Christ in this mission to fix the moralities of Blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians, man. So let's go on and do the right thing. I'll see y'all next time live on the UPK.
Yeah.
Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The I.S.U.P.K. under Commanding General YAHANNA presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. All Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General YAHANNA. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and war like apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.